All right, people. I don't know what's wrong with Piers Morgan. He's either incredibly stupid or an awful liar, because the whole world knows that the UK is disintegrating right before our eyes. In fact, its downfall is accelerating faster than ever. So much so that even the BBC is starting to make reports on that. Have a listen to this.
A machete on display in broad daylight.
I just gone and shot with samurai swords in that.
You're watching extreme violence on our high streets. This was a daytime brawl.
You got a crowbar?
Barbers fighting over territory.
Get it, man, get it!
To on-street beatings. And this is kebab shop turf wars.
It's more than that. But you see, even the BBC is talking about it. But Piers Morgan says, I don't know what's the big deal. Everything's perfectly fine. I live in London, guys. So he just recently gave an interview to Sean Hannity where he was discussing King Charles' visit to the US. And then he spoke about this. Have a listen.
How concerned are you that you've had unfettered illegal immigration without assimilation? And did you ever think your country would have nearly 100 Sharia courts?
Well, I think it's just under 100 unofficial, unlegal Sharia courts. They're not governed by British law, therefore they're not lawful in our country. I don't feel comfortable about it. I also feel deeply uncomfortable about the persistent failures of all our governments to control the issue of immigration in the UK. Everybody does. You know, we're still getting 60,000 people coming over on small boats illegally over the southern border there. It's ridiculous. You know, I look at what President Trump has done with your southern border here in the United States. It's incredibly impressive. He's pretty well stopped them coming in illegally. But we also have an issue with unfettered legal migration, which has been way too big for a country of our size. So I think there are real concerns about that. Again, successive governments, I have to say, both left and right, have been singularly useless in dealing with this problem. What I would say, Sean, and I say this because I've known you a long time, and there's a narrative that's built up amongst some Americans, I think, that Britain has somehow been overrun by Muslims or migrants and so on. I live in London. I don't feel that. I don't see that. Yes, there are legitimate concerns about immigration, about particularly illegal immigration, and about the way it's been handled. And I'm one of the first to say that. But I do not believe my country has been overrun. And actually, coming back full circle to King Charles, I think the way he spoke up my country is long overdue. Britain remains a great country. You have a great country in the United States. We have a great special relationship. Those who shy away from that phrase, I think, should come back now and embrace the fact that we have a great joint history together. Yes, we...
I don't know what's wrong with him. Piers Morgan, what is wrong with you? You live in London? I bet he lives in central London, a really posh part where most residents are either billionaires or multimillionaires or white people. But I would tell you, Piers Morgan, just go to East London. Just go to Greens Road. What is this?
This is London, mate.
Where is that? Where you live, Piers Morgan? You live here? Where I can't see a single white person. Maybe this might be a white person. Look at this. That looks very British. So he used the word, it's not overrun. If this is not being overrun, then what is? You're supposed to have 2 or 3, 4 or 5 Muslims here and there, okay? Or any other people, because if you want to preserve your national identity. He was boasting about, oh, we have a great country. Our King Charles talked Britain up. What is there to talk up? What is this? Okay, these people are just normally walking about, doing their things. What is this? What is this? Piers Morgan? You see there's nothing wrong with this? Foreign gangs who are actually probably born and raised. Well, one stupid white person who's probably converted to Islam. Look at this clown. They're shouting Allahu Akbar. That should send shivers down your spine, Piers Morgan. But no, Piers Morgan lives in a white area. He doesn't go to Muslim areas. And he sees nothing wrong. He says everything's perfectly fine. Look at this. British police has become a joke. Look at this. What a joke. What a joke of a country. And he wants us to talk his country up. I'm sorry, I say that with pain in my heart. I really do. I want the UK to be restored to its former glory. And most of us who are looking at the UK in pure horror as to how could a country go from ruling the 25% of the world's landmass to this.
Look at this, Green Street.
This is Green Street. This is Green Street, guys. What is British about this? What is British about this? And don't give me this bullshit that, oh, you know, we love it. What's wrong with this? If there was nothing wrong with this, then where are the white British people? Why don't you go and mingle with these people? Where are they? If you're so happy about it, Piers Morgan, why don't you get a house right here and go for a stroll every day? Go and shake hands with everyone. How come we don't see those even lefty, libtard, woke lunatics live amongst these people if they love it so much? Why are they not living here? Clearly, those white people, even those woke lunatics, they're not comfortable living amongst these people. They feel alienated. They feel like aliens amongst these people. They don't want to be a part of this. Look at this. This shit just keeps on going. So the fact that even the BBC is talking about this means that we are reaching a tipping point. We are reaching a point where something bad's going to happen. Actually, wait a second. Let me play you this clip. This just came out overnight. Look at this one. British Patriots clash with police outside an Islamic center somewhere in Britain. I don't know where exactly it is. So apparently a lot of these patriots are saying we don't want Muslims in our area. This was outside Islamic Jihad Center in Crewe in England. The center was recently raided by police as part of an operation to arrest individuals suspected of offenses, including modern slavery. Yeah, you might have heard of that story, actually. That's an Ahmadi community. So Ahmadis are not considered Muslims by both Sunnis and Shias, but it's just another sect of Islam. White people don't care, and British people should not care about the further denominations within Islam. It's no one's business. That's how pathetic it is. Piers Morgan, how about when I come to London, I'll take you to some of these areas which you probably have never seen because you're saying they're not being overrun. I will take you to places in London, and then maybe we can go to Bradford or Birmingham, where you would not see a single white person. Not a single white person. What does that mean? That means it's overrun by a certain demographic. So either you're a liar or you're an incredibly stupid person.